Hi, my name is Enebile Japhet Chukuma, and I am producing this video for literature and English students sitting the WAEC, NECO, and UTME examinations. Okay, today we'll be looking at poetry and lines of poem. First, let us define poem. A poem, of course, is a genre of literature written, or any work of art written in stanzas, verses, and rhymes and rhythm. Of course, there are poems that do not contain rhymes and rhythm, but we'll get to know that when we look at types of poems. Okay, so a poem, any work of art written in stanzas and lines, verses, rhythm, and rhyme, just like the hymns, they're written in poem shape, let's call it that way. Okay, poetry actually is the art of writing poems or the collection of poems. So poetry is the art, while poem is the finished work. Okay, now let's look at lines of poems. Now this is a common you get questions from this part anyway, in your WAEC, JAM, or NECO. So let's just look at this because there are some misconceptions about some terms here. A poem of one line is called monometer. Now, this poem or this line is actually, you see this, this line is common in tombstones, and they are written like epitaph. Okay, on the graveside you just see the person's name and you just see a line. For the change you want to see in the world, you can just write your name. Let's say J.E. Moses, then they give the line for the change you want to see in the world today. A poem containing only 2 lines is called a couplet. A couplet, just like couple, 2 couplets. A poem of 3 lines is called a tesset. Please, if you find this among the option, just this is not it. Triplet is not the answer. It has to do with sets of 3 children giving birth at the same time. You know that definition. So tessets is not triplet. Poem of 4 lines is called a quatrain, just like quarter. A poem of 5 lines is called a quintet. A poem of 6 lines is called a sextet. Good. In some areas you'll find this sextet. This is not the answer. This is a group of people playing different musical instruments together. Okay, so it's sextet, not sextet. A poem of 7 lines is called septet. A poem of 8 lines is called octave. A poem of 9 lines is called nonet. A poem of 10 lines is called diaxane or dizaine. A poem of 14 lines, like we all know, is called the sonnet. Okay, there are 2 types of sonnets. We have the Italian or Petrarchan sonnet. Now, let me tell you how this one is structured. This particular sonnet contains an octave and a sextet. Now, I think octave will give you 8, while sextet will give you 6, that is 14. The Italians are the masters of this type of poem. Now, the Shakespearean sonnet, which is the most popular, it's written in this form, or in this structure. 3 quatrains and a rhyming couplet. So you have 3 different stanzas of 4 lines each, then 2 rhyming lines. This typical Shakespeare. Finally, a poem of 16 lines is called a quatrain. Now, you need to memorize this. You need to learn them because you find these questions in the multiple choice section of your WAEC and ECHO. Thank you very much.